TBR jars. If you're a part of the booktube community, either as a person who enjoys watching bookish content or as a content creator, then you've probably seen tons and tons of TBR jar videos. I've seen so many of them and they're always so fun to watch. So naturally, I've always wanted to create one of my own, but there's only been one problem. I am an e-reader kind of person, so I do not have a physical TBR. All the books that I do have as physical copies are books that I have already read. So that became a bit of a challenge for me because all the videos I've seen so far are of people using TBR jars to decide what they are going to read from their physical collection of books. The prompts that they used to me seemed like they worked because they have physical books to look at. If I was to use the same prompts to look through my catalog of ebooks, I think it will be a bit more challenging. So this thought has been on my mind for quite some time, and finally a tiny little idea bloomed in my mind, and I figured out how I can still do a TBR jar picks my reads kind of video even as an e-reader girly. So this is my plan. I got this ruler that I found somewhere in the house. I also got this pen, nothing special about it, also found it somewhere in the house. I got a pencil as well in case I needed one, but I'm not sure. And then I got these A4 size manila papers. I got one in brown, I got another in yellow. I think this is mustard yellow. It looks very similar to my shirt. And pink. Fun fact, I do hate the color pink, but I can tolerate it in certain situations, like I guess a pink manila paper. I also got one in green, and the last one is soft pink. Actually, I didn't know I got two pink ones. Basically, my choices were limited at the store that I went to. They didn't have tons of variety beyond this, so I basically just took every single color that was available. And then of course the jar itself. So I got this tiny jar which will function as my TBR jar. Initially I was looking for the honey jars that are usually a bit bigger than this, but for the life of me I couldn't even find one, so I decided to go with this, and I like it. It's still cute because I don't think I'll have that many prompts to put inside here, so I think this works fine for now. I'm thinking of getting a bow to like tie around this just to make it a bit cuter than it is right now. So we'll see. Oh, and lastly, I don't know if I'll need any of these. I doubt I will, but I also got sticky notes, and from the sticky notes the additional colors that I have are blue and orange. Yeah, and there's also a lighter shade of green here, which is different from the manila paper that I bought, which is green. So we'll see. Maybe I will include some of these just to have more variety in terms of colors. So yeah, let's get started on creating my TBR. This is Editor Stacy. I actually filmed the section where I explained all of this, but that footage has mysteriously disappeared. So here's a quick rundown of what I'm doing. Instead of writing down prompts, I'll be writing down actual book titles. I previously filmed a video featuring 25 books I want to read in 2025, and those are the titles I'll be adding to the colored manila papers. I'll then use a color spinning wheel to randomly select a color, and based on that, I'll pick a matching manila paper from the TBR jar. Whatever title I pull out of this will be the book I'll be reading.
Thought in my head, what if I never ever get the chance to do the things I said? Oh, tell me what if I never get to hold it the
my TBR gel is finally complete. It looks so cute. I love all the different colors. They just look really pretty. I tried folding the papers into a star kind of shape, but it's so complicated that I gave up. Well, I think this manila paper is it's not very malleable, and I think in the video that I was watching, they were using paper that is more malleable than this. So yeah, either way, I realized it's gonna take a long time to fold all these into star shapes, and also a long time to unfold them each time I try to pick something from this TBR jar. Anyway, yeah, so finally the last part is to find a color wheel online and pick 2 books. So let's do that. So black, but I do have brown. I have blue. I do not have red. I have green. I do not have orange. I do not have purple. I do have yellow. I do have pink. That is dark pink. Light pink. I do not have gold. I do not have silver. I have brown. I do not have white. Okay, the colors don't represent what's there, but okay, let's just go with this one. And spin. Yellow. The first color that I've gotten is yellow. She'll just pick the top or like struggle to get something at the bottom. Okay, okay, what's at the top? I'm gonna put it here. I'm not gonna check. I'll check once I have both. Okay, let's spin again. Brown. Alright, let's see which books I'll be reading next, or after I'm done with whatever I'm reading right now. I'll start with yellow, since I'm wearing yellow today. See, it has just occurred to me. It had just occurred to me that some of the books on my list might not be out yet, since this video was about books that are going to be published in 2025 or have already been published specifically in 2025. So the first book that I got is A Song of Legends Lost. So I need to look this up and see if it has already been published, or I need to do another spinning round. Okay, the next one is so this one is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I have been feeling like I don't want to pick up a romance book of late. Yeah, I'll try and see if I like it. I'll probably like it because I liked her previous book. But yeah, I've just not been in the romance mood of late. But I do know this is already out, so A Song of Legends Lost. I need to look that up. Gosh, I did this video with so much excitement. Why didn't it occur to me that... Oh, I think it's out. A Song of Legends Lost. It's already out. It says it was published on 8th April. On Goodreads, it has 157 reviews, so... Okay, it's out. Oh, I've accidentally looked at a review and somebody says, A Song of Legends Lost was the epic fantasy debut I've been craving. It offers an expansive world, a unique and complex magic system, and no romance. So, oh, yes. I will start with A Song of Legends Lost because I haven't been feeling like I want to read any romance. So there you have it. These are my 2 books, the 2 books that I will be reading next after I'm done with what I'm reading. Currently, I am reading a book called Salt, Something Salt, a River Full of Salt. Oh god, that's so bad that I can't remember the name. Currently, I am reading a book called A Mouthful of Salt, and I also started reading Poppy Wall by Arif Khan, but I'm only like, I think 8 or 10 pages when it comes to Poppy Wall, and when it comes to A Mouthful of Salt, I'm on page 100 and something. Anyway, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are a booktuber who mainly reads ebooks and you've always wanted to do these videos but wasn't sure how, I hope this video was helpful. And if you're just a book lover who loves watching bookish content, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you liked this video and you'd love to watch more bookish content.